Welcome to another episode of Fat by Default. You know, we have some more Skype questions that came in today for you, Dr. Mark Mead. This one is from Valerie, and she writes in and says, I've heard that an obese person needs to drink more water than 6 to 8 glasses per day. How do I know how much I need to drink?
Well, Guy, that's a fairly easy question. A person needs to be drinking approximately half their weight in ounces. 6 to 8 ounces is a relative term, and it was mostly targeted towards adults, medium, average size adults. However, it doesn't include everybody. It doesn't include somebody who's overweight. It doesn't include somebody who is a child or a small frame. So those things have to be considered. So the easiest way to do that is to take half your weight in ounces and drink that amount each day. That's a good rule of thumb.
Okay. Now, does that matter, what size a person is? Let's say they're an obese person versus one that's just got a couple pounds to lose. I mean, is there a factor there?
Well, we want to be clear that a person who has kidney disease or something like that may need to drink less water. And this does not include people who have their kidneys are not working at all.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
On average, a person who is overweight needs to flush out more. And so drinking that water that is equal to half their weight in ounces is appropriate.
Okay, so if I don't necessarily care a whole lot for water, I can get this through coffee and tea and things like that, right?
Well, here's a rule of thumb that I say when a person is drinking coffee. Let's say they drink 1 cup of coffee. Now they owe themselves 2 more cups of water because coffee in its nature is a diuretic. Now that isn't just coffee, it's any caffeinated drink. So whether it's a Monster or whether it is a tea or any kind of caffeinated drink, it's a diuretic, and so it causes you to urinate out more water than what you would normally do. So if you drink 1 cup of those, you should owe yourself 2 more cups of water. So that would actually increase the amount of water that you need to take in. So by drinking, you are taking in liquid, but it is actually counterproductive in your hydration.
I didn't hear you directly identify pop within that, but I have a feeling that plays a role in
any caffeinated drink.
Got it. So best to stick with water. If you're having trouble drinking water, drinking another type of liquid is only going to mean that you're going to need to drink that much more water.
Correct. Yes. So, and if we're if we're trying to stay away from the taste of water, part of that might be that the water that you're drinking does not have a good taste to it. A highly filtered water or a purified water is much better in taste because it's taken out some of the nasty taste of our tap water. So we won't, if that's the problem. Now, if you don't like the bland taste of regular water, add a squeeze of lemon to it. But we're not talking about lemonade. We're just talking a squeeze to cover up any kind of taste in your water.
Interesting. This is another episode of Fat by Default with Dr. Mark Mead, and we are building a YouTube channel where you can learn and grow from in your own weight loss quest. In order to find out more about this, subscribe to the channel. Also, if you look in our description over on the right-hand side or down below, you will see latest information that is available as it relates to teleseminars, webinars, and other activities that you can tap directly into and succeed as a result with your own weight loss quest. We look forward to you joining us next time on Fat by Default.